I have to try my luck, guys. I have to try my luck pulling one of these limited time cards. We have Dwight Clark and Ted Hendricks. And the reason why I did not talk about them on the channel was because the draft was going on this weekend and I was super busy on my other channel. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get right into this because we do have both of them in the game. Let's see how much they're going for. I think Ted Hendricks is going for like a milli, and I think Clark is going for a lot less. Or might be the opposite. Dwight Clark's going for 591,000 coins, and Ted Hendricks is sitting around 1.25 million. Let's go, baby. So that means if we get lucky, we could actually possibly make our coins back. We're spending 2 million coins on this pack opening today, guys. So make sure to like button, subscribe button down below if you are new. But let's go ahead and get right into it, see what we can pull. Okay, we got Jake Elliott starting off right away. Not horrendous. The greatest, but not horrendous at the same time. Second pull, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Let's start off with 95,000 coins. W's. Let's go, baby. We see a UL animation. That's an automatic big fat W. Even if it is, again, ends up just being the, not the cornerback. It ends up just being Dwight. It's still a W. Now, if we see that, Ted Hendricks card, then that's the biggest W of the weekend. Not bad. Oh, the Ravens drafted a 5'8" receiver. 5'9". Although I will say the draft was very interesting. The Ravens had a pretty decent draft. They got a wide receiver, which I don't really love Zay Flowers that much. I think he's pretty okay, but I'm not really too much of a fan of him. Definitely, I liked our third pick better, which was the linebacker. I think he's a pretty solid linebacker. Could be a stud for the foreseeable future. And then we got a pass rusher. We got an offensive tackle. But then we got Andrew Voorhees. And the reason why I love him so much, if it wasn't for the fact he tore his ACL, he would have been a really high overall guard for in the draft. But we got him very late because he tore his ACL. That's always the best. Well, not the best for him, obviously. But that's the best for us for team-wise because we got a guy who was going to go early and went late. It's actually literally the same thing that happened to not Moro Jabo, but what's his name? What's the guy's name? A linebacker. Crap. See, now I'm forgetting his name. Is it a Jabo? I think it is a Jabo. It's not Moro Jabo, who was this year's pick, but I think his name is a Jabo. I forget what his first name is. But it was the same thing happened to him. He was supposed to go early, and then bam, injuries happen. Chris Johnson. That's a W pick right there. That's a W pool right there. But yeah, injuries happened to him, and then he ended up dropping a lot in the draft. And then bam, we got him in like the second round last year. Same thing happened to Andrew Voorhees. Injuries happen. Injuries save teams. Because you get somebody a lot later than you should. And if they can come back healthy, which usually ACL tears you can, they should be absolutely studs. And before he got even his ACL tear, he actually was a huge stud. Like, even in the combine, he was, I think he benched the most weight of any offensive lineman. So, like, again, he was an absolute stud. It's just, again, injuries happen and they're freak incidents and you end up, losing a player. But it is what it is. What isn't is the fact that these training packs right now are freaking flames, by the way. Just a side note here. I pulled like, 7 or 8 65K pulls right now. Like, I'm actually, and I pulled a 97 too, so these training packs might be a little bit boosted right now. So I don't think they're boosted. I say that and then watch me not pull anything. Watch my odds just go. Hopefully not. Hopefully these keep up because so far I've been going through these fast and I haven't really been paying attention as much as I've been talking about the draft. But dang, these are actually pretty dang good. I will say though, it was interesting to see Will Levis drop so freaking much in that draft. And the fact that the man went there, he went there the first night just to get not to get drafted. Then the second night he refused to go, which I respect because like you go there the first night and you sit in that room all night long. You don't get drafted, and, you know, cameras on you all the time. Obviously, media's asking you questions. You're just like, bro, why am I even here? And then he ended up getting drafted, but he ended up getting drafted in the third round, which again, that just sucks, man. Absolutely. Wait, no, did he go second round, third round? Second round. He went second round. I was about to say he didn't go third round. That would have been really embarrassing. I'll be honest though, I don't know how I feel about the quarterbacks this year. Bryce Young does look freaking good though, and I think Carolina might have got themselves a steal right there. Well, they gave up. I see a steal, but like they gave up 2 first-round picks, 2 seconds, and DJ Moore to get him. So I don't know if that was really, in hindsight, a steal for the value they gave up to get him, but it is what it is. The Texans, I'm going to tell you right now, DeMeco Ryans, he went crazy. Like, that man's actually traded back up in the draft to go get Will Anderson Jr. And I'm not against the idea. Will Anderson is that good. He honestly is that good. But I don't think anyone expected DeMeco Ryans to do what he did there. Like, to go back up in the draft and say, nah, I wanted this guy. Like, because it was known for a very long time that Houston was saying that they might not draft a quarterback at 2. They might not draft a quarterback. They're probably going Will Anderson. So it's like all these smoke screens of, well, Houston's not taking a quarterback. And they followed through with it. They did not take a quarterback. Well, with the first pick. With the second pick they did. But with the first pick they did. But they said they might go A-W. More W's, guys. But they said they might not take a quarterback, and they took a quarterback, but they also took a non-quarterback. So, it is what it is. I will say, though, I think the reason why they took quarterback there, in all honesty, the reason why they did it, they took quarterback at 2 and not 3, because they could have took Will Anderson and then trade back up and got, but I think right now, if they would have traded, like, let's say, for example, they would have took Will Anderson and then they tried to trade back up to get CJ Stroud, oh my gosh, that pick would have cost them 10 times the amount it cost them to trade back up. Like, whatever it cost them to trade back up right now, it would have been 10 times the price, 10x the price if they would have took Will Anderson first and CJ Stroud was still on the board. CJ Stroud going to them at 2 cut the price of that pick down by half, because that means only quarterbacks left on the board was Anthony Richardson and Will Levis. And you knew at that pick, then most likely no team's going to trade up and get a quarter at pick 3. You knew that no team's probably going to trade up for Anthony Richardson or Will Levis, because again, Anthony Richardson project, Will Levis kind of dropping. So that was crazy. That was honestly crazy to me. The whole situation was so freaking crazy. So if they would have took Will Anderson and then tried to trade back up for CJ Stroud, it would have cost them probably 3 first-round picks, maybe 4 first-round picks to do it. So good on them, because they could have really messed themselves up if they would have taken it the opposite. Like Will Anderson, and they said, oh, we'll trade back up for CJ Stroud. Alright, so I'm going to end up, I feel like this always happens when I open up training packs now. They start really hot, they start really amazing. I've gotten a lot of good pulls this video, don't get me wrong. But then I end up saying at the end of the video, like, oh, and I think I might break even. And that kind of is where I'm sitting at right now. Because if I pull... EA, you're not allowed to do this, guys. Whenever I say this, every single end of the video, whenever I say, like, oh, I might break even, I might actually, like, make my coins back. Bro, I don't know if the controller, EA, hears me, but every time I say that, then my pack odds go crap. Like, I'll pull 7 strategy items in a row. It is the ultimate boo-boo. I'm telling you right now, every time it's clockwork. There's no way that's a coincidence. Whenever I'm about to be done, I'm like, yeah, I'm done, making my coins back. And then the game's just like, oh, you're right. 7 bad pulls in a row, so we can make sure that doesn't happen. I hate EA Sports. I hate EA Sports so much. Anyway, though, I got 255 there, and I think the 96 I got, he probably goes for something. 180, that's not bad. So that's like 400 or 500K right there. I'm actually going to quick sell Mac Crosby so we can see what we can pull. One more pull. But yeah, so that's 500K. So I'm literally probably going to break even. Almost break even. I'm about to lose like 100, 200K. Which, again, like I said, hey, listen, you take the risky for the biscuit to pull limited time card. It is what it is. I get trash Carson Wentz. Alright, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.